the only child, and although I think I certainly can remember my first, what I call homosexual feelings at the age of 6, I didn't really come out in any way till I was 21 and had to suppress it. And I think you have to realize also that the period I'm talking about is before homosexual law reform, before Stonewall and gay liberation. So it's, the issue wasn't so much about homosexuality, it wasn't seen and talked about, it wasn't there. And I made a decision never ever to expose my homosexuality for the rest of my life, because I couldn't see any way that I could be myself in any way that would be socially acceptable, and that I had to train myself to being heterosexual. And I remember that decision. The person with whom I came out 6 weeks later made an approach to me, which I was so embarrassed about, I actually ran out of the room. And a further 6 weeks on, I sort of lay in wait for him at 11:30 at night, and I said yes. And that was my first gay love affair and coming out. But I think I nearly had what I think I would call a nervous breakdown, because I was very, very screwed up about the fact that I had to keep this love affair secret. Eventually, I actually wanted to see a psychiatrist, and I went to my GP, and I wouldn't talk to him about it because he knew my family. I knew him all my life. And eventually I got one of my friends to sit down and talk to me. A very, very best piece of coming out I ever did. He was very empathetic. He listened to me. He gave me good advice. And I suddenly realized, yeah, you have to talk to people. And you need support from people like that. And I was involved in the Gay Liberation Front, and then really everything changed at that point. Because, you had one of the slogans of GLF was, "How dare you presume I'm heterosexual?" And it was gay pride. I am proud to be who I am, and you deal with it. Coming out is not one thing, it's a process. So in the first 3 or 4 years of me being actively gay, I probably came out 3 or 4 times. And I feel that actually the coming out process is a lifetime process. I still come out in certain environments where I didn't expect to have to do so or need to do so. The concept of coming out is a universal concept, and we've all got our own coming outs to do. I had relatively few gay friends up to that point. And my social life wasn't particularly geared around being gay, although I used to go to lots of gay places and had boyfriends at different times. And what the chorus did is just exploded my social life. And I had suddenly not just current, but then former members and the families of chorus members. And then you go to other countries, like we went within 2 years, we went to Boston and to San Jose and to San Francisco, and then later to Australia and New Zealand and Paris. And my God, you're part of this enormous gay and lesbian family. We're only here once. There's no return and no deposit, as the song says, I am what I am. And if you can't strive to be happy, you probably won't be able to give a lot to other people. You have to be happy in yourself to be able to help other people. And I think there surely can be no more intrinsic form of happiness than to say, I am what I am sexually or in gender identity or whatever. And from that, lots of other things follow on. So I think coming out is essential for the happiness of all people who haven't come out.